So this idea of being the frequency receiver, yes? Okay, and I know you get it on some level, but we have to start getting it, because in order for consciousness to expand, new matter doesn't come in. So I was super mindful of that question this week, and I think I've come up with a way of explaining it that's going to be, it's going to sound a little sciencey, but then we'll get into it. I will give my thoughts and perspective, and then we're going to get into it. Try to not think about what I'm saying right now. Listen. Sit and listen. And then we can get into some questions. But if the questions get too myopic or minutia based, it's not that I won't answer it, but we got to be just, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so what I kind of think about is, remember months ago, I gave, some of you guys weren't here, I gave the offering of Newtonian physics and quantum physics, and then this concept of pure potential energy, which is eventually what I want to get into, which even surpasses quantum physics. But let's go back in between the two, Newtonian physics and quantum physics. So Newtonian physics is this concept that there's the invisible realm and there's the material realm. They're separate. That's what everything, all of our systems currently are predicated on this way, including our medical model. So the medical model, again, I'm going to say this, and then we're not going to belabor the point, but I'm not anti anything. I'm not against the allopathic system. I'm just saying, what do we know now? The medical system, it's imperative that physicians and practitioners start to understand that there is no duality. The energy is a part of all of this. So when we go to the doctors, they're going to treat the matter of the symptom. So we have to be mindful of that. So everybody gets like a real kind of basic concept of what Newtonian physics is. There's a separation between energy and matter. Now we come to quantum physics, and there is, like I just said, no duality. There's energy, and then there's energy that looks like matter. Are you following me? So ultimately what I'm saying is, there's no divide. There's energy, and there's energy that looks like matter, right? So what are we looking at? If everything is energy, and we're coming at this from a quantum physics perspective, then the best way I can kind of basically explain this is, you're looking at light, photons. Remember, we all have the collective conscious knowing or thought that this is an ottoman, and that you are people, and that's a camera, and that's a flower. And so what happens is, the photons, the light of a photon bounces off what you perceive as matter, and it comes back to you, and it creates an illusion. I'm not losing you guys, am I? Okay. All right.
Listening.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Derek. We'll get into it. So ultimately, what I'm saying to you is, everything is predicated on your consciousness. You see what I'm saying? So when the photon goes, it bounces off energy that looks like matter and comes back to you, and then you create the perspective of what you're looking at. So that's why when we talk, and when I offer this, I am so wanting you to have a ritual, a daily ritual of getting out of your brains and into your bodies, because until you expand consciousness, no new matter, no new light photons come in to help you perceive things differently. What you're looking at is an illusion.